Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, David, you said we're doing a spring fashion preview.
Right. I don't think we've ever really done one of these.
We've never done that.
We've done them in the past as kind of a joke.
As a joke,
kind of thing. But tonight we're going to have a spring fashion preview, and we're going to take a look at the new hot spring fashions.
Well, this is a
surprise. This brings
to
up
me.
kind of an ugly topic. I'm in a grumpy mood, and I'll tell you why. A few minutes ago, I'm leaving the makeup room, and I see one of the models who's going to help out with the spring fashion preview. And I said to her, I'm standing no more than like, what is that? That's about like 2 feet, isn't it?
From her, yeah. That's
but on
about 2 or 3
television, everything
feet.
looks a little bigger, so let's just...
So you're standing
about like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, hi, nice to see you. Thank you very much for helping out. I'm happy to have you here. Nothing. Dead silence. And so I wait for like a second, and I think, well, what'll I do now? And so I started to go, and as I went by, I said this, oh, hello, Dave. Nice to see you. Thanks. I said that being a smartass, you know. And,
sarcastically, yeah.
Nothing. Completely ignored me.
Didn't get anything from that either.
But you know, I don't want that to cast a shadow on your expectations of our big spring fashion preview coming up later.
Okay.
Yeah, don't let that ruin this for you.
Marvelous.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night. Let's get right to the viewer mail. We have been doing this little ritual, this little ceremony for the past 10 years. That's pathetic. We finally come up with something new to do for 1992. Every time I enjoy a beverage, Paul is supposed to supply enjoy the beverage music. And you've hit it about once out of 8 times. Okay. Letter number 1. Actual letters, ladies and gentlemen, from actual viewers. I better unbutton my jacket. And I suggest you do the same at home. Dear Dave, what goes into a network TV show? In the dark about these things, Chris Wilbur, Richmond, Virginia. You know, Chris, a network television show is like a New York City hot dog. You don't want to know what goes into it. Flying blue card kills man in Jersey. Letter number 2. Dear Dave, at the end of most shows when there is a guest sitting next to you, some weasel comes over and starts sucking up to the guest. Who is he? A puzzled viewer, Steve Carpenter, Columbus, Ohio. I think I know what this guy is talking about. Let's see. Hal, this is our director, Hal Gurney. Yes, Hal, do we have some phony videotape purporting to show the end of a recent program?
Sure do.
Okay, Steve, watch this. I think this should answer your question. Here, take a look at the weasel.
Well, Sheila, thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you. Fascinating. Glad to have you with us.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Hi. Nice job. I'm Tom Morris from General Electric. Now, let's see. You had 2 Diet Cokes in the green room, and you watched the Grifters in the hotel last night.
That's who that weasel is. Hi, nice to see you. We're very excited to have you and the rest of the models on the show.
Nothing.
And in her head, I'm hearing her say, get a cab, will you, Newt boy? Letter number 3. Dear Dave, have you ever tried to cut your own hair? Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with my hair. This is Just a Hunch, Mark Berzins, Linwood, Washington. As a matter of fact, it's funny you should ask this, but when I first started in show business, I had no money. So for the mere fact of trying to save a couple of bucks, I did, in fact, cut my own hair. And I was looking through the album when your letter came in, and I think I have a photo here of what I looked like. Let me just get that picture out and show it to you. But you understand, it was in the beginning of my career. I had virtually no money. I can afford the finest barbers in the world today. But
Just get the...
Yeah, but I don't.
All right, let me just get that picture.
Oh, here it is right here. This is what I looked like. Yeah, I remember this because I think I had a little wine. And I cut my hair and I took this picture and there, see what you think.
Holy cow. Dave, wait a minute.
That's what I looked like in the old days.
Ben, you're saying that you were Captain Stubing from the Love Boat?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess maybe there's a few things you didn't know about me, Paul.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Wow. I would have been a lot nicer to Squirrel Boy had I known he was a real actor.
You know, Paul really is kind of a simp.
There you go. Wait a minute. Did they hear your thought and didn't hear mine, or they heard yours and didn't care for mine?
No, they heard both.
Oh,
The audience
I see.
just doesn't like to hear me being put down on the show. That's
Oh, Paul.
It's just, you know.
Forgive me, I'm still a little testy after having been snubbed by a top model.
I know.
And also, I don't think being called a simp is really a put-down, do you?
No, it's a compliment.
Letter number 4. Oh, we're blazing right along here tonight, ain't
Yes,
we?
we are.
Yeah. Letter number 4. Dear Dave, would you please hurry up and read one of my letters on viewer mail? I'm getting tired of staying home every Friday night in hopes that you'll read one of my correspondences. Patiently waiting, Susan L. Casack, Roswell, Georgia. Well, you know, I hate to think that I have been keeping you home on Friday nights, but no more. Tonight's the night. I finally read one of your letters on the air.
Here you go, Susan. Now get on with your life, and believe me, I wish you all the best.
Bob, did you see? Dave read my letter on viewer mail. I've waited for this for years. At last, we can go out. Bob? Oh, my God! Oh, my God, Bob, I waited so long you died. I turned into a skeleton.
Hi, honey. What's going on?
Oh, Bob, there you are. I thought you turned into the skeleton.
No, I'm right here. And you know what? I love you.
Oh, honey, I love you, too.
This message has been brought to you as a public service by the National Council of Churches.
You know, not only don't I get that, I don't know who those people are. We have to do a commercial. When we come back, our friends Siskel and Ebert will join us, and we hope to see you here as well. Thank you, folks.